Okay, so ayan. Once again, good morning everyone. So natapos na natin ang correctional administration. We're already done with criminal and jurisprudence. Then proceed na tayo ngayon sa tinatawag natin na law enforcement administration or LEA. So actually ang LEA, konti lang yung kaniyang coverage. Unlike before sa amin, na under the old curriculum, so merang 20% ang LEA. Ngayon, 15% na lang ang LEA natin. But of course, madali lang natin ito matapos with your cooperation as well. Okay, so nakalagay dyan, no pain, no gain. Okay, di ba? So sa LEA, of course, madali lang ang LEA class. Palagi na lang sinasabi that LEA is the hardest area in the board exam kasi very broad daw. Hindi ganoon, okay? So pinakamadaling area actually ang LEA. Then maraming bonus question diyan sa LEA. Kung titingnan ninyo, kaya 'di ba nagtataka yung mga students pag after ng board exam lumabas ang result. Bakit mas mataas yung average nila sa LEA compare sa ibang area na mas madali daw? Okay? So of course, some of questions siguro bonus or some of the questions akala nyo mahirap pero madali lang naman talaga sagutin yun. Okay? Sige, let's continue with our discussion. Okay, so ito yung topics natin sa LEA. Of course, ito yung TOS na meron tayo. Diba? So we have, of course, the subject. Ano lang yan? Anim. So law enforcement organization, administration, or yung interagency approach. Same pa rin yan. Comparative models and policing. Introduction to industrial security concept. Planning with crime mapping. Leadership. And yung CFLM 1 and 2. Actually, yung CFLM 1 and 2 madali lang sa, okay, pinag-combine na kasi konti lang naman yung coverage nila. Okay, so yan yung ating TOS or Table of Specification. So mamaya class, ibibigay ko sa inyo yung bagong TOS ng criminology para makita ninyo. Hindi ba naglipat ang slide? Hindi ba?
Di, coach, di.
Hindi pa.
Hindi.
Sige,
Parang
i-stop ko muna tapos i-change ko. Sige, tingnan natin na baka iba yung naano natin. Dito na lang sa kabila. Sabihan niyo ako kapag hindi naglipat class, baka nagsasalita ako dito, wala na kayo or wala. Wait lang. Close all. Close all na. Okay.
ayan po.
Okay, ayan. Lumipat ba sa TOS? Ayan.
Yes po.
Okay, sige. Thank you. Okay. Sige, i-remind niyo ako class kapag baka nawala ako or ano. I-chat niyo rin sa GC kapag halimbawa nawala ako, baka nagsasalita ako na wala na palang ano. Kasi nangyari na yan sa akin during sa sa Baguio, sa University of Baguio. Nagre-report ako, yun pala 1 hour na nawala ako sa Zoom. Okay. So yan. Again, so ito yung ating topics class of course sa TOS natin. So mamaya ibibigay ko sa inyo yung bagong TOS na ilalabas nila. But then again, still same pa rin ang laman. Yung area lang binigyan lang ng konting emphasis. Okay? So kaya 'di ba? Hindi pa rin magbabago or konti lang naman ang changes. So wag muna kayo or wag kayong kabahan. Okay? So 'yun. Nakuha ba? Okay. So mamaya ibigay ko sa inyo kasi pinasa na sa akin kagabi ni Sir. Okay. Ayan dito. Binigay niya na sa akin ang bagong TOS. Okay, so ayan. So ibibigay nyo kayo bukas. Next. Ay bukas mamaya para, sorry. Okay. Okay, dito tayo class. Of course, ito yung mga subjects sa LEA. So again, 15% ang LEA. So ayan, law enforcement organization hanggang sa CFLM2, yung character formation, nationalism, and patriotism. Konti lang talaga yung coverage ng CFLM1 and 2. So yan rin yung tinuturo ko eh. But of course, yung A to D, yan rin yung mga expertise ko kasi di ba LEA talaga yung tinuturo ko sa board exam. Before, ayaw ko talaga ng LEA eh. Pero, but then again, no choice. Kasi, palaging nire-request sa akin ang LEA. So, ayan, pinanindigan. LEA, hanggang ngayon, LEA, criminal law, CDI, okay, lahat na ng area, tinuturo ko na kasi yun yung na-train sa akin for 2 years ni Dr. Pengli sa Baguio. Di ba? The more areas na nahawak ko, the more money to come. Okay, joke lang. Okay. So, yun. Kasi di ba, syempre, kapag maging lecturer kayo class soon, okay, kapag maging lecturer kayo, dapat lahat ng area ituro ninyo or dapat i-expert ninyo lahat ng area kasi kapag isang area lang yung hinawakan mo, halimbawa sa correction, ang dami na ng correction na naghahandle ng correction. So kung yung yun yung expertise mo, yun lang yun. Yun lang yung lecture mo, yung speaking mo kasi doon ka lang marunong. Okay? So that's why lahat dapat ano ninyo, study, okay, as much as possible kahit mahirap yan, dapat ano ninyo, kumbaga jack of all trades, master of none. But then again, hindi ako naniniwala doon eh. You can have it all, di ba? So pwede yun. As long as willing to learn ka, okay? Willing to be trained. Okay, so yun yung ano doon, yun yung sikreto doon. Bakit? Maraming okay, actually si Dr. Peckley pala yung nakilala ko eh na nag-handle ng all area. And of course, aside me, di ba? So, alam mo, bubuhatin yung bangko ko. So, siyempre, of course, I was trained for 2 years. So, that's why lahat ng area masasagot natin yun. Okay, next. Okay, so we will start with law enforcement organization and administration or interagency approach. So of course, mamaya, ito yung TOS natin sa this subject. Explain and execute the principles of organization, management, and administration. Okay, ma-explain natin yan mamaya. Yung EO 292, related and relevant laws, related and adapt powers, functions, structures of various law enforcement and public safety agencies. Okay, so yan yung mga topics na pinapag-uusapan natin this morning. Okay, nakuha? Okay, so dito tayo. Okay, sa first question agad-agad. Okay, so actually, yung file na ano ko sa inyo, pang ano to eh, pang semi-final. Okay, so of course, mamaya ipaano ko sa inyo. Okay, sino yung available to read? Si Cantor? Si ano na lang? Si Cantor? Sige, Cantor, go ahead.
Philippine General Benjamin Acorda Jr. is the 20th Chief of the Philippine National Police. What principle is applicable when he is in command of the entire organization? A, chain of command. B, delegation of authority. C, principle of unity objective. D, unity of command.
Okay, sige. I will give you 2 minutes to answer. Sorry. Then after that, i-explain natin. Okay, go ahead. Class, you have 2 minutes to answer. Then after that, we will explain it one by one. Okay, so lahat yung 15 participants natin, please participate para mas maganda yung discussion natin mamaya. Okay, may letter A, may letter B. Okay, so lahat. Yung iba, saan yung iba? Okay, maraming sumagot ng letter D. Tingnan natin yung mga sagot ninyo. May sumagot ng letter D, may sumagot ng letter A, may letter B. Okay, sige nga, sino yung may tamang sagot? Okay, 1 minute left. Lahat sumagot lang kahit mali yan, don't worry kasi kaya nga 'di ba nagkakaroon tayo ng review para ma-correct natin agad yung mga discussion natin or yung mga common mistakes ninyo. Okay. Sige, basahin ko ulit ang tanong. So, Police General Benjamin Acorda is the 29th Chief of the Philippine National Police. Okay, so sino ngayon ang current PNP Chief class? Okay, wait lang i-search natin kung sino ngayon ang current PNP chief para mas wait lang. Current PNP chief. Ay, okay. Tama pala. Updated pala yung presentation ko, class. Okay? So again, Police Major General Benjamin Acorda is the current PNP chief. Medyo may trust issue ako sa sa ginawa kong PowerPoint, no? Okay. So kasi 'di ba, natuto na tayo kasi 'di ba, naloko na tayo ng isang review center eh. Okay, joke lang. Okay, so nakuha yung files natin. Kaya pala nagtataka ako, class, that time. So bakit kukunin nila ang files ko for final coaching na confidential yun, sa akin lang. Yun pala, may balak sila na kunin yung files ko tapos iba yung mag-lecture. Pero of course, yung quality, kamusta naman, di ba? So ganun talaga, hindi talaga mawawala yung mga scammer, no, manloloko. But then again, karma na lang yung bahala sa kanila. Okay. So again, Police General Benjamin Acorda, that is the facts class, hindi yan yung tanong, okay, is the 29th Chief of the Philippine National Police. Okay, what principle is applicable when he is in command of the entire organization? So again, ulitin natin ang tanong. Police General Benjamin Acorda is the 29th Chief of the Philippine National Police. So what principle is applicable when he is in command of the entire organization? So letter A, chain of command. Letter B, delegation of authority. Letter C, principle of unity objective. Letter D, unity of command. Our answer there, okay, anong sagot natin dyan? That is, okay, ang sagot natin dyan, class, that is letter A. Okay, ang sagot natin dyan, letter A. Okay, nakuha ba? Okay, so that is letter A. Okay, so bakit kayo nagkamali? Okay, so yan. So again, ulitin natin, pag sinabi nating chain of command, ibig sabihin, class, the one person is in command, okay? One person is in command in the entire organization. Then of course, di ba, pag sinabi nating chain of command, the flow of authority is from top to bottom and the flow of obedience is from bottom to top. Ulitin natin. Pag sinabi nating chain of command, the flow of authority is from top to bottom. The flow of obedience is from bottom to top. So aside from that, pag sinabi nating chain of command, one man is in command of the entire organization. So meaning, yung isang tao na yon, si Chief PNP, he is in command in the entire PNP organization. So that's why ang sagot natin dyan, the chain of command. Marami nagkakamali dyan eh. Bakit maraming sumagot ng unity of command? Pag sinabi natin unity of command, class, ibig sabihin nun, you will report to one supervisor only. Ibig sabihin, ikaw na subordinate, you will report to your one boss or one supervisor. Para, of course, class, for the uniformity of instruction. Ibig sabihin, pagbigay ng instruction, isa lang. So that's why it is a unity of command. Nakuha ninyo? Nakita nyo na kung saan kayo nagkamali. But of course, class, si Cesar Nazareno, he is the first PNP chief. Okay? So nakita niyo, he is the first PNP chief. Don't worry, class. I-discuss natin ulit what is chain of command, what is delegation of authority, what is principle of unity objective, and what is the unity of command. Okay? So wala nang violent reaction dito kasi parang isa lang yung nakukuha ng tamang sagot. Ang sagot natin dyan, class, is chain of command. Okay? So, he is one man or one man is in command of the entire PNP organization. That is chain of command. Nakuha ba? Okay, next. Okay, so dito na natin, class, explain one by one yung choices natin. Pag sinabi natin chain of command, one man is in command or in charge of the PNP organization. So yan yung tinatawag natin na chain of command. Ang unity of command naman, ibig sabihin, yung subordinate will report to one supervisor only. Ibig sabihin, ikaw na, halimbawa, patrolman or patrolwoman, dapat isa lang yung supervisor ninyo or yung head para, of course, for the uniformity of instruction. Okay? So para hindi magkagulo sa pagbigay ng instruction, hindi magkagulo sa pag-distribute or sa disseminate ng information, class. Yan yung tinatawag natin na unity of command. Then very good. Out of confusion. Tama. che. Okay, di ba? Of course, para hindi ma-confuse kung sino yung susundin niya, di ba? Kapag dalawa yung supervisor niya or dalawa yung head niya, edi, dalawa rin or iba-iba yung pag-disseminator, iba-iba yung information na iko-command sa kanya or ibibigay sa kanya. So yan yung purpose ng unity of command. Okay? You will report to one supervisor only for the uniformity of instruction. Then, of course, yes, you cannot serve two master at the same time. So, dapat iisa lang. Okay. Same as true, di ba? Kapag nag-aaral ka, gusto mo mag-masteral, gusto mo mag-law school. So, dapat piliin mo yung isa. Okay. So, same as true with that. Okay. Parehas na yung ano natin. Very good. So, again, ang scalar principle or yung tinatawag natin na hierarchy of authority. Ang scalar principle or hierarchy of authority class, ibig sabihin, that is the superior-subordinate relationship. So, meaning, ang superior-subordinate relationship, okay, yung superiors, officers supervises each individual. Kasi diba, scalar principle or hierarchy of authority, hindi naman pwedeng si patrolman ang mag-supervise kay lieutenant, police lieutenant. Okay? So, meaning sabihin, meron tayong tinatawag na scalar principle or scalar or hierarchy of authority. So, meaning superior officer supervises each individual, those in the lower rank. So, meaning, ang flow of authority is from top to bottom and the flow of obedience is from bottom to top. Okay? So, yan yung scalar or hierarchy of authority. Magkaiba pala klasa yung chain of command at scalar principle na tinatawag natin. Ang chain of command, one man is in command of the entire organization or in charge of the entire organization. Ang scalar principle naman or hierarchy of authority, the superior-subordinate relationship or yung superior officer supervises each individual. Nakuha? That is the scalar principle or hierarchy of authority. Then we have the span of control. Ang span of control class, tandaan nyo lang yung number, yung word or yung term na number. Whether it is a maximum number or it is the number of officers or subordinates that a supervisor can effectively supervise. That is span of control. Ibig sabihin, hindi basihan kung gaano karami yan, 500, 1,000, 3,000. So yan yung tinatawag natin na span of control. As long as the supervisor or the officer can effectively supervise yung tinatawag natin na subordinates niya. Okay? So again, tandaan nyo lang yung span of control, that is the number or the maximum number that a supervisor can effectively supervise. Yan yung tinatawag natin na span of control. Nakuha? Then we have delegation of authority. Ang tandaan nyo lang, class, sa delegation of authority na keyword, that is letter C, nagsastart sa letter C, that is conferment of authority or yung tinatawag natin na assignment of authority. Tandaan niyo, pag sinabi natin authority, that is RTC, that is the right to command. Okay, so isulat ko na lang dito para mas ano ninyo. Okay, so pag sinabi natin authority, so meaning ang authority, that is RTC, right to command. Okay, so ang authority lang, class, ang nililipat sa'yo or your right to command. Okay, so yan sa delegation of authority ha, hindi yung position mo, hindi yung ranko mo ang binibigay mo sa kanya. Your authority or binibigyan mo siya ng kapangyarihan, okay, to command. So that is delegation of authority. Tandaan nyo lang yung term or yung word na conferment or assignment. Okay, conferment or assignment. So yan yung tinatawag natin na delegation of authority. Okay, halimbawa, ako si chief of police sa isang municipality. Then aalis ako for a important business. Then pag-alis ko, merong yung next in rank sa akin or yung next higher officer sa akin. Siya yung sa kanya ko i-delegate yung authority ko. Habang wala ako, okay, so meron kang karapatan, okay, meron kang the right to command. Okay, so in my own behalf or in my behalf, habang wala ako, so you have the right to command. Okay, so yan yung tinatawag natin na delegation of authority. Nakuha ninyo? Okay, ulitin natin. Balikan natin ha. Okay, so again, ulitin natin ang chain of command. One man is in command or in charge of the PNP organization. Ang unity of command naman, you will report to one supervisor only. Ang scholar principle or hierarchy of authority, that is the superior or subordinate relationship, or the superior officer supervises each individual. Ang span of control naman, that is the number of officers that the subordinates can effectively supervise. Ang delegation of authority, that is the conferment or assignment of authority. So that is the delegation of authority. So nakuha ninyo, class? Naintindihan ba ninyo? Pag chain of command, one man. Ang unity of command, one supervisor, or you will report to one supervisor. Scholar principle, of course, flow of authority. Span of control, number. Ang delegation of authority is conferment or assignment of authority. Okay, yun lang yung tanda ninyo para mas madali sa board exam. Kasi marami nagkakamali dito. Ang very basic yung mga tanong, di ba? Very basic yung tanong, di ba? Nagkamali pa kayo. Yan yung common misconception ng mga students. Kasi di ba ako yung nagkakandak ng final coaching, actually di ba whole Philippines. Pagdating ko doon, akala ko ready na sila for board exam. Yun pala, okay, hindi pala nila alam yung mga basic na to. Hindi malinaw yung pag-explain kung ano yung kaibahan ng mga topics na to or yung mga terms na yan. Kaya nagkakamali talaga sila, class, pagdating ng board exam. Okay, nakuha na?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sige, next. Okay, next slide tayo. Okay, ito naman, next question, pakibasa nga si si Che. Tapos na si Cantory.
Okay, sir. It has the authority to administer the qualifying entrance examinations for policemen as defined under Section 32 of Republic Act 6975, PIDEA, NAPOLCOM, CSC, DILG.
Okay, sige. You have 3 minutes, class, to answer, or 2 minutes na lang to answer. 10:05, so 10:07 i-discuss natin. So pakilagay ng sagot ninyo, class, sa comment section. Huwag lang isagot yung letter, isagot niyo yung PIDEA, NAPOLCOM, Civil Service Commission, or DILG para mas ma-retain. Kasi ang ma-retain sa utak ninyo kapag nasanay kayo sa letters, yung letter lang. Pero dapat yung term ang ma-retain sa inyo. Okay. Sige, tingnan ko sa comment section kung ano yung mga sagot niyo. Lahat mag-participate. So, we already 17. Actually, marami tayong class, marami, 100 tayo sa ating ano. So, pero of course, yung iba na working, ang inabangan na nila yung ating record. Okay, yung mostly kasi 'di ba nasa service. Ayan, nasa service kasi sila, class, yung iba. Six, okay? So, sa inyo ba? Lahat magsagot, class. Okay, so let's answer this one. Okay, sige. Napolcom. Ayan. Civil Service Commission. Ayan. Okay, so ayan. Okay, so hindi talaga kayo makakascore sa akin. Okay, sige. It has the authority to administer the qualifying entrance examinations for policemen as defined under Section 32 of Republic Act 6975. Tandaan ninyo, i-specify niya. Sinabi niya, as defined under Section 32 of Republic Act 6975. Sorry. Actually, dalawa yung possible answer natin dyan. Okay, kapag ganito ang tanong, okay, it has the authority to administer the qualifying entrance examination for policemen. Okay, so again, ulitin natin. It has the authority to administer the qualifying entrance examination for policemen, period. Okay, ang sagot natin dyan is what we call, that is, NAPOLCOM. Pero, sa ganitong tanong, ang sagot natin dito, class, kasi nakaspecify, it has the authority to administer the qualifying entrance examination for policemen as defined under Section 32 of Republic Act 6975. So, dyan kayo nahuli ng PRC or dyan kayo na, kumbaga, na-scam. Okay? Ang sagot kasi ninyo is NAPOLCOM. Ang sagot natin dyan, class, that is Civil Service Commission. Nakuha ninyo? Again, ganito yan. Kapag ang tanong, nakita nyo na ba? Wait lang, iyan natin. Ang recording.
Nawala yung presentation po.
Patay. Anong nangyayari? Wait lang, tingnan ko yung ating... okay naman ang signal natin. Wait lang. Ayan, nakita nyo na ang presentation?
Wala pa po.
Ay, wala pa. Wait lang. Stop share natin muna. Bakit ayon? I-close muna natin, then... Okay, so ayan. Nakita nyo na?
Yes, Coach Kitch.
Okay, sige. Again, okay, ang ulitin natin, ang sagot natin dyan, class, that is what we call Civil Service Commission. Kasi nga, okay, di ba, na-prank kayo ng PRC. Kapag ang tanong ganito lang, it has the authority to administer the qualifying entrance examinations for policemen. Ang period agad-agad, ang sagot natin dyan, that is NAPOLCOM. Kasi NAPOLCOM naman, di ba, presently, sa ngayon, nakuha ninyo? Pero kasi sinabi niya under Section 32 of Republic Act 6975, that's why it is Civil Service Commission. Okay, so dito tayo, class. So in the entrance examination for policemen, dalawa yan. Under Republic Act 6975, Section 32, of course, examination for policemen. So nakalagay dyan, the Civil Service Commission shall administer the qualifying entrance examination for policemen on the basis of the standards set by the NAPOLCOM. That is under the old rule. Then, of course, sa new rule or sa new law natin, which is Republic Act 8551, Section 32 pa rin, the NAPOLCOM now shall administer the entrance and promotional examination for policemen on the basis of the standards set by the Commission. Nakuha ninyo? So nakita nyo na, class, kung saan kayo nagkamali. Nakita nyo na? So dapat, as much as possible, read the question twice or thrice, read the suggested answer, then of course, answer once. So palagi kayo, maraming maraming nawaw mali palagi dyan kasi hindi muna or hindi talaga binabasa muna yung tanong. Diba? Nakuha sa, tama naman yung ano yun? Ano yun?
Sorry, sir. Si Dean kausap ko. Sorry po.
Okay lang. No problem. Ay, si Dean, si Ma'am Florendo. Hello,
Florendo po. Kausap ko po siya. Naririnig ka niya, sir.
Ay, okay. Sorry po. Hey, hello, Ma'am Florendo. Good morning. Okay. So again, class, so dapat read the question twice or thrice kasi 'di ba? Tama naman yung mga sagot ninyo, but then again, baka sa huli merong twist no pagdating sa question. So doon talaga kayo magkakamali. Of course, 'di ba? Hindi mo naman alam kung old rule yung ano niya itatanong or new rule ang itatanong niya. So again, in the entrance examination for policeman, dalawa yung ano natin diyan. So dapat of course kapag iba yung tanong. Okay, so kapag ganito lang, it has the authority to administer the qualifying entrance examination for policemen, of course, period, agad-agad, ang sagot dyan is NAPOLCOM. Kapag dinefine niya under Section 32 of Republic Act 6975, that is Civil Service Commission. Okay, so ayan. May trabaho ata si Che ngayon or wala?
Hindi sir, nagre-review talaga ako pag dito po. Wala kaming review pag weekdays.
Ay, wala kayong
Weekdays po.
weekdays? Wow. Ano to si...
So,
first
ano
take...
mo, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
First taker ka, Che? First taker ka?
Yes po.
Wow, di ba?
Sana,
Maganda, 'di ba? So baka ano ka you are kumbaga candidate for top notcher. Bakit hindi na clear yung aking mukha dito? Sige lang, okay. So nakuha ba? Nakuha?
yes
Naku
po.
okay, nakuha. Okay, so very good. So nandiyan pa na si Ma'am Florendo. So baka ma-meet ko si Ma'am soon, okay, sa cream coach. Okay. So ayan.
May
So
kausap lang.
hello po, Ma'am. Okay, so bakit hindi ko makita yung ano ko? Okay, let's proceed now sa next. Okay, dito naman. Okay, pakibasa si tapos na si Cantor, tapos na si ay si Sir Lloyd. Available si Sir Lloyd. Gusto ko marinig yung boses ni Sir Lloyd.
Yes, sir. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Sige.
Okay. The highest rank structure of the Philippines National Police under RA 11200: A. Police Commissioned Officers, B. Police General, C. Police Non-Commissioned Officers, and D. Chief PNP.
Okay, sige. I will give you 2 minutes class to answer sa ating comment section. Then after that, we will discuss it one by one. Okay, so ayan, wala pa kayong score sa akin ha, wala pa kayong score. So dapat bumawi kayo. Bakit hindi clear yung ating camera? Ano yung problema kaya? Siguro after ng ano. Kaya nga, 'di ba? No? Umitim ako sa camera. Hindi, siguro kasi nawala yung ano kanina, yung nawala yung ating yung signal, tapos bumalik, tapos umitim. Sige lang, okay lang yan.
Racist ang lighting.
Okay. Sige lang, racist lang ang lightning, no? Sige lang, okay lang yan. Ang importante, pogi tayo sa personal. Joke lang.
Tama, tama, tama.
Joke. Okay, sige.
Agree ako.
Okay. Okay. So yan. Pero ano talaga no? 2-0. Okay, wala pa yung sagot, wala pa yung ano, wala pa yung tama sa akin. Okay, so dapat bumawi kayo. Tama kayo yung mga sagot nyo dito. Okay, so majority mali talaga. Okay, so
Kami matatamaan, sir.
ano?
Kami
Ano
yung
yun?
matatamaan sa sagot.
Okay, patay. Okay, so ayan. So bakit nyo sinagot ang Chief PNP at sinagot nyo si Police General? Okay, hindi naman yun yung tanong, di ba? Ang tanong niya, class, tandaan nyo, ang tanong niya, what is the highest rank structure? Again, structure ang tinatanong niya. So ang pagpipilian nyo lang dyan, letter A and letter C. Okay? So Police Commission Officer and Police Non-Commissioned Officer. Kapag tinanong niya, what is the highest rank? Okay, what is the highest rank? Ang sagot niyo kapag highest rank, of course, that is the Police General. Kapag highest position or kapag highest position naman, of course, ang isasagot niyo naman si Chief PNP. Nakuha niyo? Kasi nga, ang tanong ng board exam or ang tanong ng PRC, what is the highest rank structure of the Philippine National Police under the Public Act 11200 or yung new rank classification natin, ang sagot natin dyan, class, are police or yung tinatawag natin na police commission officers. Yung mga police commission officers natin, class, of course, yan yung mga official natin sa PNP from the police lieutenant until sa tinatawag natin na police general. Yung police non-commissioned officer class, okay, non-commissioned ibig sabihin, from patrolman hanggang sa tinatawag natin na Police Executive Master Sergeant sa PEMS. Sila yung tinatawag natin na Police Non-Commissioned. Ibig sabihin, hindi yan sila mga officials. So again, what is the highest rank structure in the Philippine National Police hierarchy? That is Police Commission Officer. What is the lowest? Of course, what is yung pinakamababa? That is Police Non-Commissioned Officers. Again, kapag tanong, what is the highest rank? That is Police General. What is the highest position? That is the Chief PNP. So nakuha ninyo? Nawawali kayo, no? Di ba? Iba-iba yung mga sagot ninyo. Saan nyo kinukuha yung mga sagot ninyo? Saan nyo kinukuha, class? Saan nyo kinukuha? Okay. So bakit 3-0? Okay. 3 points na ako, 0 pa kayo. Okay. So nakuha ba? Nakuha? Bakit walang sumasagot?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes po.
Okay, sige. Ayan.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Prayers lang, sir. Sino yung sabi prayers? Yes, so yan. Mikos-mikos. Okay, mikos-mikos na yung brain ninyo. Okay, so anong nangyari? Na mix-mix na ng binasa ninyo. So walang problema pa sa dami yung nabasa. But pagdating sa application, baka doon kayo nagkakaproblema. So dapat, again, okay, so dapat as much as possible, ano talaga kayo? Okay, so dapat, of course, be observant or dapat very critical kayo mag-isip, okay, pagdating sa board exam. So again, ang sagot natin dyan, that is letter A, Police Commission Officers. So di ba? Tornado na insan. Si Mikos-Mikos. Okay, na Mikos-Mikos na yung utak ninyo. So that's why it is Police Commission Officers. Balikan nyo to, class, yung ating recording mamaya para mas mamikos-mikos ang utak ninyo. Okay, so para mas ma-retain sa utak ninyo. Yes? Ano yan? Ano yan, Che? Okay. Namikos-mikos na ba? Or baka kumain kayo ng ng mikos-mikos, mixed. Akala ko ano yung mikos-mikos mixed pala yon. So, again, ang sagot natin dyan is Police Commission. Si Insan? Di ba binabash siya ng mga ano niya, parang ano yun, binabalahan siya. Ayun na yun, binabalaan na ganito, ganyan. So,
Yes, sir. May copy lang naman. ginagawa yun.
Ah, sa kanya naman ano lang 'yun, 'di ba? Joke-joke pero namikos-mikos talaga. Pero 'yun naman talaga yung kanilang ano eh food preparation nila. Every country iba-iba naman talaga tayo ng food preparation, 'di ba? So hindi natin masisisi sila. So dream nyo ba 'yon kainin? Hindi.
Sir,
Ano?
ngayon ko lang napansin yung structure. Buti na
Ay,
lang, ibig sabihin kung tanong to sa board, wala na. Zero.
ay, ngayon lang na-encounter yung rank structure class? Ganon?
I mean, hindi ko naisip. Ganun ako ka-careless na isipin. Rank and position lang inisip ko. Walang structure.
Ah, okay. So, okay lang yan. So, ayan. So, mostly kasi nakakalimutan yan i-discuss yung rank structure. Okay, dalawa naman talaga yung rank structure natin. Kasi, tama yon sabi ni Chea. Kasi mostly, ang nadidiscuss lang or yung pinapasadahan lang yung rank and position. So, yung rank structure nakakalimutan. So, that's why dapat alam na lang, sa pagdating sa final coaching natin, dapat ready na kayo kasi doon okay, summarize na natin lahat. Yung pabilisan, dapat critical. So, dapat ready na kayo. So, again, iba yung rank structure sa rank sa tinatawag natin na position in the PNP. Okay, nakuha? Okay, so yan. Very good. So, okay, 3-0. Wala pa yung tama. Okay, next tayo. Next. Okay, so ang sagot natin dyan, that is Police Commissioned Officer. That is letter A. Okay, next tayo. Of course, class, under Republic Act 11200 that was approved into law on, bakit may Q dyan, February 8, 2019. So, of course, di ba, nakita ninyo, kung napapansin ninyo, nakapattern na siya yung mga ranks natin in the Armed Forces of the Philippines. So, before, di ba, from Police Officer 1 or yung PO1, ngayon, nabago na yan. Okay? So, of course, class, ito yung tinatawag natin na mga rank classifications natin. Okay, yung mga rank classifications natin. So, we have yung pinakamababa, we have the patrolman and patrolwoman. Of course, kasunod dyan is corporal, staff sergeant, master sergeant, senior executive chief, and executive master sergeant. Yan yung tinatawag natin, class, na police non-commissioned officers. Sila yung mga hindi official. Then, from police lieutenant, police captain, police major, police lieutenant colonel, colonel, brigadier general, major lieutenant, and police general naman, class, yan yung tinatawag natin na police commissioned officer. So ito yung rank classification natin, class, under the Republic Act 11200 or yung new PNP rank classification natin. So again, from police general, yung pinakamataas na rank dito sa rank classification. Then until kay police lieutenant, of course, that is the police commissioned officer. From patrolman, okay, or from police executive master sergeant pababa sa patrolman or patrolwoman, sila yung tinatawag natin na police non-commissioned officers. Okay? Then, of course, ang rank structure natin, ito yung rank structure natin, class. So, we have the police commissioned officers or yung tinatawag natin na PCO, that is from police lieutenant class to police general. Yan yung tinatawag natin na rank structure, yung tinanong kanina. And ang police non-commissioned officers naman, that is from yung PNCO na tawag natin, from patrolman until kay PEMS or Police Executive Master Sergeant. Ulitin natin. Okay, so under Republic Act 11200, we have the rank classifications. Okay, so of course from patrolman, ang pinakamababa or the lowest mammal in the organization. Then, of course, ang pinakamataas dyan is the police general. Then, the rank structure, dalawa yan, police commission officer and police non-commission officer. Ang police commission officer, ang PCO, that is from police lieutenant to police general. Ang police non-commission naman, from police non-commission officer, yung tinatawag natin na patrolman, until kay police executive Master Sergeant. That is under Republic Act 11200. Nakuha ninyo? Nakuha ba? Nasundan? Nasundan, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Sige,
Yes po, sir,
next.
yes.
Okay, so yun So dapat very, wag, di ba palagi nating sinasabi, avoid rushing. Wala namang humahabol sa inyo, di ba, na kabayo or ano. So dapat wag kayo magra-rush pagdating sa board exam. O di ba, yung tatlong question na flash ko kanina, very basic na tanong yon. Pero bakit kayo nagkakamali? Kasi di ba agad-agad pag nakita niyo, na qualifying entrance examination, agad-agad napulpom. Tapos yun pala sa huli, binigyan ng twist ng PRC. O ganito, rank structure. Tapos yung sinagot nyo, rank. Yung sinagot ng iba, position. Ang worst, yung iba sinagot nila DILG, o di ba? So, that's why class, very, dapat be particular kayo or, dapat wag maging careless or dapat basahin talaga mabuti yung tanong. Okay? So, wala namang nagpe-pressure sa inyong class na sumagot kayo agad-agad. Dapat, again, basahin muna yung tanong, read the question twice or thrice, read the suggested answer from A to D. Then of course, yung answer once, again, pag sinabi natin answer one, do not change or erase your answer kasi 'di ba? It will be marked wrong anyway. So yun. Ang dapat niyo palaging titingnan doon, class. Okay? So of course, dapat huwag niyo kalimutang mag-isip muna, 'di ba? Before kayo maglalagay or before kayo magbigay ng inyong sagot sa ating sa tanong natin. Okay? So yan. Sorry. Okay, so ito class, so we have Republic Act 11200, yung PNP new rank classifications natin, di ba? So we have the Police Non-Commissioned Officer and Police Commissioned Officer. Actually, nagawan ko na to ng video, but then again, ulitin natin. So meron tayong acronym dito class na sa Police Non-Commissioned Officer, HCCMAS UPAT. Okay, so we have HCCMAS UPAT. Yung PAT, ibig sabihin that is patrolman or patrolwoman. Yung CO, that is corporal. Yung S, that is staff sergeant. Yung MA, that is master sergeant. Yung SE, senior master sergeant. Yung CHE, that is chief master sergeant. Yung E, that is executive master sergeant. Ulitin natin. Under police non-commissioned officers, we have the HCCMAS UPAT. Ang pinakauna yung PAT class, okay, yung PAT that is patrolman, patrolwoman, yung CO that is corporal, yung S that is staff sergeant, yung MA, master sergeant, yung SE that is senior master sergeant, yung CHE that is chief master sergeant, and ang E naman that is executive master sergeant. So yan yung PNP new rank classification natin. Then in the police non-commissioned officer or in the police commission officers, yung mga officials natin class, we have Likama, Likoko, Bridgen, Maligen, di ba? Likama, Likoko, Bridgen, Maligen. Yung LE, that stands for Police Lieutenant. Yung KA, that stands for Police Captain. Yung MA, that stands for Police Major. Yung LECO, that is Police Lieutenant Colonel. Yung CO, that is Colonel or Police Colonel. Yung Bridgen, Brigadier General. Yung MA, that is Police Major General. Yung LE, that is Police Lieutenant General. And yung J, that is Police General. Again, in the Police Commission Officers, we have Likama, Likoko, Bridgen, Maligen. Okay, so Maligen, Lieutenant, Police Captain, Police Major, Police Lieutenant Colonel, Police Colonel, Police Brigadier General, Police Major General, Police Lieutenant General, and Police General. So yan yung sa Police Commission Officers na meron tayo under the PNP new rank classification. Nakuha ninyo? Nasundan ba? So dapat na-master nyo na yan class kasi di ba na ano ko na yan, nabigyan ko na yan or gumawa na ako ng video about that. So dapat na-master ninyo. Nasundan nyo ba? Yung Likama, Likoko, Bridgen, Maligen, and we have HCCMAS UPAT. Nasundan ninyo?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, so ayan, ulitin nyo lang mamaya. Then dapat na-master nyo na yan. Pagdating sa board exam kasi, sa daming rank yan. Kapag tinanong ang rank, baka hindi kayo makasagot. So that's why, meron tayong mnemonics or acronym na ginagamit. Likama, Likoko, Bridgen, Maligen. Okay, sige, next. Of course, class, that is our rank kanina, di ba? So, yung rank natin. Ilan ba lahat ang rank natin? Paki-count. Baka tanongin sa board exam. Ilan lahat? ang ranks natin? Maki-count ilan? Ay, bastes. Bakit? Ano yan?
16, sir, 16.
Ilan? Okay, 16. Okay, how about ilan class ang tinatawag natin na police commissioned officers? Ilan sila? Ilan class? Ilan ang police commission officers natin under the PNP new rank? 9. Okay, how about ilan naman ang tinatawag natin na police non-commissioned officers? Ilang rank? Meron tayo. Okay, very good. 7. So yan class So konting mga details na yan, 'di ba? Yan yung palaging kumbaga nakakalimutan na intindihin. So dapat alam nyo. So dapat specify kayo pagdating ng board exam. Okay, 7. Okay, next. Okay, so next to read si maghanap tayo dito. Si Bridget. Bridget, nandyan ka, Bridget? Naka-open naman yung mic ni Bridget. Okay, so dito na tayo. Si Rafael Richard, nandyan ka?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sige.
Yes
Okay,
po.
pakibasa po.
An officer who is in command of the department, a bureau, a division, an area, or a district is called A. Sworn officer, B. Commanding officer, C. Superior officer, or D. Ranking officer.
Okay. Sige, an officer who is in command of the department, bureau, division, area, or district is called. Okay, so bibigyan kayo ng 2 minutes class to answer. Then after that, we will explain it one by one. Isagutin na natin. Okay, still marami pa rin nagkamali. So, upon checking your answers, marami pa rin nagkamali talaga. Okay, very obvious naman 'di ba na makuha niyo yung tamang sagot. Okay, so bakit marami pa rin nagkamali? Nakalagay diyan, an officer who is in command. Okay, so yan 'di ba? Sorry. An officer who is in command of the department, bureau, division, and area or district. So that's why it is letter B, commanding officer. Nakuha ninyo. So dyan pa lang, di ba? Nandyan, pinakain na yung sagot sa inyong klaso. Bakit hindi nyo yung sinagot? So that is commanding officer. So a person or an officer who is in command of the department, bureau, division, an area or district, that is commanding officer. Nakuha ba? Nakita ninyo ang pagkakamali ninyo? So di ba very obvious naman yung sagot. Bakit maraming sumagot ng sworn, superior, okay? Ano pa? Okay, so yan. So that's why ang sagot natin dyan, class, is commanding officer. Ganon sa board exam, class, may mga times na ibibigay na or ipapakain na sa inyo ang sagot. So dapat very particular kayo. Okay? So let's proceed sa next slide. So na-explain natin. So tandaan ninyo, pag sinabi nating sworn officer, ibig sabihin, that is any officer, any person who take an oath of office, ibig sabihin nanumpa, class, and they have the power to arrest. Yan yung tinatawag natin na sworn officer. Nakuha niyo? They take an oath of office or they take oath. Of course, they have the power to arrest. That is a sworn officer. Ang superior officer naman, of course, they have supervisory responsibilities. Ibig sabihin, over their subordinates. Kasi nga, di ba, sila yung superior officer when it comes to authority, when it comes to responsibility, mas mataas sa kanila. Then, ang commanding officer naman, of course, they are in command of the bureau, area, division, or district. So that is commanding officer. Ulitin natin. Pag sinabi nating sworn officer, you take an oath of office. Ibig sabihin, nanumpa ka, then of course, you have the power to arrest. Ang superior officer naman, you have a supervisory responsibilities over your subordinates or yung nasasakupan mo. Then we have the commanding officer. You are in command of the entire organization. So you are a commanding officer. Nakuha ba? Nakuha, class? Bakit ang itim ko sa video natin? Okay, so nakuha nyo na kung saan kayo nagkamali. Okay. So I hope nakuha niyo. Ulitin natin. Sworn, taken oath of office. Superior, supervisory responsibilities. Commanding officer naman, you are in command of the entire organization. Okay, next. Okay, next question. Pakibasa nga si Abayon, Lady May. Are you available, ma'am? Abayon? Wala. Si Leonard Valdez. Leonard, nandyan ka? Ay, walang mic si Leonard. Okay, so maghanap tayo ng iba. Montano, Siwi. Montano? Sir Montano? Wait lang. Sino kaya yung available dito? Si Mark. Wag kayong mahiya, class, mag ano. So wala namang ano dito. Wala namang tama't mali. Okay? So sino pa? Si Leonard Valdez, tapos wala pa lang mic si Leonard. Sino yung pwede natin tawagin dito? Si Liamos. James?
Yes, sir.
Si James. Sige, James. Sige, go ahead.
An officer who has the more senior rank or higher in a group or team. A, sworn officer. B, commanding officer. C, superior officer. D, ranking officer.
Okay, sige. 2 minutes to answer, class, then i-discuss natin one by one. Of course, alam nyo na di ba ang commanding officer? Lahat, di ba na-discuss na natin yan? So, dapat ko palang magkamali dyan mamaya. I-erase ko na lang yung aking camera ha, kasi parang nasa dark place. Okay.
Ka na ni San Pedro, sir.
Kaya nga eh. Kaya wag para ano na, unahan na natin. Sige. Ranking officer. Lahat sumagot class, yung 19. Okay, so let's answer. Commanding officer, ranking officer. Okay, sinabi niya, an officer who has more senior rank or higher rank in a group or a team. So that's why it is a ranking officer. Okay, more senior rank. Okay, the more higher rank in a group or a team, that is, sorry, we have the ranking officer, di ba? Pag sinabi natin sa sworn officer, you taken out of office, then you process or you have the power to arrest. Then ang commanding officer naman, who is in command, ang superior officer, of course, meron siyang supervisory responsibilities. Ang ranking officer, the more senior rank or the more higher rank in a group or a team. So yan yung tinatawag natin na ranking officer. Nakuha ninyo? Nakuha niyo ba, class? Naintindihan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's why it is a ranking officer. Okay, next tayo. Next question. Please, pakibasa nga si Binuya Binuya Hana. Binuya?
Narinig po ba ako, sir?
Yes, loud and clear.
The police organizational structure used by the PNP at present, particularly at the central office, is called A, line, B, functional, C, line and staff, D, line and functional.
Okay. So 2 minutes class to answer. So a police organizational structure used by the PNP at present, particularly at the central office, is called. What is that structure? Okay, so 2 minutes to answer, then i-discuss natin. Okay, so a police organizational structure used by the PNP at present, particularly at the central office, is called, ang sagot natin dyan, that is, of course, that is line and staff. That is letter C. Okay, so line and staff, ang sagot natin dyan. So letter C, di ba meron tayong tatlo? We have the line, functional, and the line and staff. So explain natin, class, kung bakit yan yung sagot natin. Okay, so dito tayo. Okay, so balik muna tayo. So i-explain ko. So of course, class, we have the line. Okay, so pag sinabi nating line, of course, they are tasked with the direct accomplishment of the goals and objectives of the PNP organization. So ang line function natin, class, sila yung naka-assign sa patrol, sila yung naka-assign sa investigation, sila yung naka-assign sa vice control and sa juveniles and so on, sa traffic and etc. So meaning, so ang tinatawag natin na line function or ang line na organization, ibig sabihin, they are tasked with the direct accomplishment of the goals and objectives of the organization. Di ba? Yung sinabi ko, yung nasa patrol, yung sa investigation and so on. So sila talaga mismo, class, yung hinaharap or sila mismo yung nag-accomplish or yung sila yung nagko-comply sa mga requirements or yung sa kanilang order. So that's why it is what we call the line. So tandaan niyo lang sa line, they are tasked with the direct accomplishment of the goals and objectives of the organization. Pag sinabi naman nating functional, of course, class, ang functional, so yun yung tinatawag natin na support system. Okay, so they support the line. So halimbawa, yung sa crime laboratory natin, di ba? So ang crime laboratory class that was already changed into, ngayon ang tawag na natin is forensic laboratory. So yung mga forensic laboratory, yung mga chemist, mga biologists and so on, so they report or they support the line. Okay, so meaning they give advices, they give suggestions, recommendations on how to improve yung trabaho ng line or mapadali yung trabaho ng line, di ba? So yan yung purpose ng functional. Kaya meron tayong combination ng line and functional. Kaya nagkaroon tayo ng line and staff, okay? So meron tayong tinatawag na line and staff. So ang line, they are tasked with the direct accomplishment of the goals and objectives of the PNP organization. And then, nandiyan naman si staff class to assist yung tinatawag natin na line functions. Okay, so sa line division natin. So again, ulitin natin, ang organizational structure na ginagamit ng PNP at present, particularly at the central office, that is what we call the combination of line and functional, kaya nagkaroon tayo ng line and staff, wherein ang line, they are tasked with the direct accomplishment of the goals and objectives of the organization, while ang staff naman, they support the line, okay, para of course maging successful yung operation. So again, so line, functional, and so on. Nakuha ba ninyo class? Naintindihan? Clear? And okay na ba? Naintindihan ninyo
Yes.
class? Okay, very good. Okay, sige, let's proceed now on the next slide. Okay, so yan, very good. Okay, next. Pakibasa nga si tapos na ba si Cantor? Natapos na si Cantor. Gusto ko marinig lahat ng boses ninyo, class. Si Mark. Ay, si ano na lang. Si Mark. Available si Mark. Mark. Okay. Hindi sumasagot yung iba. Sige, balikan na lang natin. Balik tayo dito sa ating, yung nauna nating sinagot. Si Cantor. Cantor?
Yes, sir.
Sige. Okay, mamaya si Abayon.
Police Major Busay.
Okay, go ahead.
Police Major Busain decided to go to Malaysia to collaborate with his counterparts on some researches to be used in the PNP. Which comparative method is he applying? Safari, collaborative, qualitative, quantitative.
Okay, sige. Police Major Busain decided to go to Malaysia to collaborate with his counterparts on some researches to be used in the PNP. Which comparative method is he applying? Okay, 2 minutes class to answer, then explain natin one by one. Okay, so let's answer this one, class. Okay, so bakit? Okay. Collaborative. Okay, ang sagot natin dyan, class, that is Safari method. Hindi nyo ba ito alam? Are you familiar with this, class?
No,
Familiar
sir.
ba? You're not familiar? Okay, bakit ganon? Bakit ganon? Okay, so tandaan ninyo, class, in the comparative models of policing. Okay, so pag sinabi natin nakalagay dito, Police Major Busain decided to go to Malaysia to collaborate with his counterparts and some researchers to be used in the PNP. Ang comparative method na ginagamit niya, class, is Safari method. Tandaan ninyo, class, pag Safari method, i-annotate na lang natin na. Okay, lagyan natin ng text. Okay, tandaan niyo, class, pag Safari method, need to go to, okay, need to fly, okay, to some countries, okay, para to some okay, to some countries, class, to okay, to yung tinatawag na bakit yung dila ko na ano. Okay, so tandaan niyo, pag sinabi nating Safari method, class, yung researcher, halimbawa yung police researcher ng PNP will go to another country or kailangan niyang kailangan niyang lumipad, okay, to some countries para, okay, so kailangan kailangan siya pumunta doon personally, okay, personally visit, okay, visits the country. Okay, so yan yung tinatawag natin na Safari method. Ibig sabihin, personally, class, ibibisitahin niya yung country para malaman niya yung police system nila doon para ma-compare or pwedeng magamit or pwedeng ma-improve yung police system na meron sa Pilipinas. Okay? Yan yung tinatawag natin na Safari method. While ang collaborative method, class, tandaan nyo ang collaborative method, kailangan niya lang makipag-communicate. Okay? Communicate pwedeng sa social media. Okay, social media. Pwede niyang tawagan or pwede niyang kausapin. Sorry. Through Zoom without personally flying in that particular country. Nawa ninyo, again, pag Safari method, ang researcher or yung police researcher natin, class, will personally go to that will personally visit that country para malaman kung ano ba yung ano yung qualification nila, paano makapasok sa PNP or paano makapasok sa police nila doon. Halimbawa sa Malaysia, ano ba yung kailangan na height, ano ba yung kailangan na educational requirement, and so on. Ibig sabihin, isa-study niya talaga doon, class, personally. Okay? He will personally visit the country para malaman niya ngayon yung difference and similarities ng police system na meron sila doon at kung ano yung police system na meron tayo. So ang tawag natin dyan is Safari method. The PNP or the police researcher will personally visits the country to determine the similarities and of course yung mga differences, class, ng police system or yung system nila kung paano from recruitment hanggang sa retirement and so on. So that is the Safari method. While collaborative method, class, the researcher will communicate to the foreign researcher rin. Halimbawa, di ba, may PNP researcher tayo dito. Halimbawa, ako ang PNP researcher. Then, i-contact ko lang yung researcher rin na meron doon sa ibang bansa para malaman ngayon kung ano yung kaibahan ng kanilang police system sa atin without personally visiting that country. Okay, nakuha ninyo? Nasundan niyo ba, class? Bakit medyo na medyo nabahala nung pagsasabi niyo hindi niyo na-encounter to? It is a very basic dapat na ninyo na basic basic information na dapat alam niyo yung Safari method and collaborative method. Naintindihan niyo? Naintindihan niyo ba, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yan dapat ulitin nyo tong ating recorded video para mas maintindihan ninyo, class. Madali lang talaga ang board exam, class. Ay, madali lang talaga ang LEA, class. O di ba? Yun pa lang problema yung you're not familiar with the terms or you're not familiar with the what you call the kaya that's why okay, so yun yung problema kaya hindi ko kayo masisisi or hindi ko rin masisisi yung ibang ibang students. Kaya palagi na lang sinasabi na mahirap daw ang layam. No, hindi mahirap ang layam. Okay? So again, ulitin natin ang Safari method. The police researcher will need or will go to Malaysia or will go to other country to collaborate, to study, to research, to determine the similarities, the differences of the police system na meron sila doon at police system na meron tayo dito. While ang collaborative method, hindi na kailangan pumunta sa ibang bansa class to determine the similarities and differences ng police system na meron sila in place. Ang kailangan niya lang makipag-communicate to the foreign researcher, of course, through what we call, halimbawa, by chatting, by mag-interview siya sa Zoom, sa Google Meet and other platforms. So that is collaborative method. Of course, ang qualitative and quantitative, hindi yan kasali kasi sa research naman yan. So medyo kabahan ako kapag isinagot yung si qualitative at si quantitative, no? Okay. So again, ang sagot natin dyan sa Safari method kasi Police Major Basain decided to go to Malaysia to collaborate with his counterparts on some researches to be used in the PNP for the improvement as well of the PNP. Pwedeng i-adapt, pwedeng hindi. So pwedeng i-consider, pwedeng hindi i-consider. So yan yung purpose ng pagpunta niya sa ibang bansa. Nakuha. Okay, so of course, how to compare? We have the Safari method class and of course the collaborative method. Okay, ang Safari method, tandaan niyo, ang Safari method, ibig sabihin, the researcher will visits, okay, the researcher will visits another country to determine, kaya yung sinabi ko, the similarities and differences of the police system na meron tayo at meron sila. While ang collaborative methods class, ang researcher will communicates with foreign researcher class. Hindi na kailangan pumunta sa ibang bansa para makita or makahanap ng or ma-find out niya or malaman niya kung ano yung kaibahan, ano yung difference ng police system na meron tayo sa police system na meron sila. Okay, that is collaborative method. Nakuha niyo? Naintindihan ba class? Naintindihan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Sige, let's move on sa next slide. Okay, next. Pakibasa Abayon. Abayon daw. Requested to ni James eh. Si Abayon nandyan?
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Sige. Bye-bye.
What police force is the world's second, the Asian's first police agency to operate with a modern policing system?
Okay, sige. Bibigyan ko yun ng 2 minutes class to answer on the comment section, then explain natin one by one. Okay, what police force is the world's second and the Asia's first police agency to operate with a modern policing system?
Tama. Yes, sir.
Okay, so our answer, of course, the first in Asia and the second in the world with the modern policing system class when it comes sa halimbawa, okay, halimbawa sa kanilang mga tools or yung mga weapons na ginagamit nila, so na-modernize na. So that's why it is the Hong Kong Police Force, okay? So ang sagot natin dyan is the Hong Kong Police Force. So tandaan yan as the first in Asia and second in the world to have a modern or to operate with a modern policing system. Okay, nakuha? Okay, dito naman tayo. Next, si Che. Balik tayo kay Che.
Okay, sir. The principle describing explicitly the flow of authority refers to A, principle of balance, B, scalar principle, C, principle of unity objective, D, unity of command.
Okay. Sige. Okay, so the principle describing explicitly the flow of authority refers to. Okay, what is your answer, class? On the comment section.
Bad.
Okay, so let's answer this one. What is your answer? Scholar principle. Okay, so let's answer. So ang sagot natin dyan, that is, of course, that is scholar principle, di ba? The flow of authority. So ibig sabihin, again, ulitin natin, pag sinabi natin scholar principle, the flow of authority is from top to bottom and the flow of obedience is from bottom to top. Yan yung tawag natin na scholar principle. That is letter B. Okay, so yan, that is scholar principle. Then of course, na-discuss na natin ang unity of command, yung principle of unity objective class, and principle of balance, that is distractors lang ang tawag natin dyan. Okay, so dapat alam nyo So again, ang principle of balance, that is, of course, distractors and principle of unity objective. Okay, mamaya ma-explain na natin yan. So again, ang scholar principle, that is the flow of obedience, is from the bottom to top, and the flow of authority, the flow of obedience is from bottom to top, and the flow of authority is from top to bottom. So that's why it is a scalar or the scalar principle. Okay, next. Okay, dito tayo. Please read Rafael. Rafael?
Sir,
Okay, sige.
hello,
Pakibasa
sir.
po, sir. Okay, sige po.
The operational supervision and control over the PNP assigned at cities and municipalities is a power of the A, Congress, B, Department of Interior and Local Government, C, Local Government Executive, and D, National Police Commission.
Okay, so the operational supervision and control over the PNP assigned at cities and municipalities is a power of. Kaninong power yun, class?
LGU.
Okay, so what is your answer in the comment section? LGE. Okay, sige, lahat kayo sumagot? Okay, so the operational supervision and control over the PNP assigned at cities and municipalities is the power of course, that is local government executives. Okay, class, sino ngayon ang tinatawag natin na local government executives? Okay, sino yon yung tinatawag natin na local government executives? Sino sila? Of course, that is the mayor and the governor. Okay, so the mayor and the governor class, sila yung tinatawag natin na local government executives. Okay, so mayor and the governor. So dito kayo mag-focus class, i-explain natin one by one. So meron tayong DONALO na tinatawag. Okay, ito yung acronym na ginagamit natin ng Team Coach Philippines, DONALO. So tandaan nyo lang kapag DO, okay, so dito tayo sa DO. Okay, so ang letter D that stands for DILG, ang letter O that stands for overall. So meaning, ang DILG class, meron silang overall supervision and control over the PNP or the Philippine National Police. While ang NA, ulitin natin ang NA, yung N that stands for NAPOLCOM, yung A that stands for administrative. So meaning, ang NAPOLCOM, meron siyang administrative supervision and control over the Philippine National Police. So kaya we have the NA. Then we have the law, LO naman, we have the local chief executives, of course, that is composed of mayors and the governors. So ang local chief executives class, meron silang operational. Tandaan nyo lang yung O. Operational supervision and control over the local PNP units in their respective jurisdiction. Again, kapag tinanong sa between the DILG, NAPOLCOM, and local government executives, of course, ang tandaan nyo lang kapalagi class na acronym na ginagamit natin is DONALO. DILG, Overall Supervision and Control. NAPOLCOM, that is the Administrative Supervision and Control over the PNP. Ang local chief executives naman, Operational Supervision and Control over the local PNP units and their respective jurisdiction. Nakuha ninyo? Nasundan? Again, DONALO, DONALO, DONALO. Yan lang palagi yung itatak ninyo class kapag nakita nyo yung word or term na overall. Ibig sabihin, DILG. Administrative, NAPOLCOM. Operational, that is local chief executives. Nakuha class? Again, ang acronym natin, kapag tanong yan, DONALO, DILG, overall, NAPOLCOM, administrative and local chief executives, yung sila yung may tinatawag natin na operational supervision and control. Nakuha? Nakuha ba?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sige tandaan niyo yung Donalo. Okay, Donalo is the best. Okay, Donalo. Okay, next tayo. Okay, so pakisagot nga or pakibasa nga si Liamos. Sir Liamos, tama bang mag-pronounce natin?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, sige. Go ahead.
The case at hand has not been cleared or solved, yielded negative result or progress for 6 months. A, cold case. B, case solved. C, case cleared. D, resolved case.
Okay, 2 minutes to answer, then we will discuss. Okay, so let's discuss this class. Okay, so the case at hand, okay, the case at hand has not been cleared or solved, yielded negative result or progress for 6 months. Ibig sabihin, for the period of 6 months, wala talagang progress. Okay, walang development sa kaso na yan. Okay, anong tawag natin dyan? Ang sagot natin dyan, that is what we call the cold case. Okay, cold case ang tawag natin dyan, class. Okay, cold case. So that's why it's letter A. So explain natin, class, yung kaibahan ni case solved, cold case, and case cleared. Ang case solved, class, tandaan niyo ang case solved, the offender has been identified, and of course, merong sufficient or evidence na nag-gathered before him, then nakuha na yung custody niya ng mga police or ng law enforcement authorities natin. Okay, or pwedeng nakasuhan na siya or na-file na siya ng complaint or information before the prosecutor's office or the court with the appropriate jurisdiction over the case. So yan yung tinatawag natin na case solved class. Okay, so the offender has been identified. So mamaya explain pa natin further. Ang cold case naman class, the case at hand has not been cleared or solved and yielded negative results or progress for 6 months. So ang mangyayari dyan class, kukunin na ng NBI yung custody over that case. Ibig sabihin, sila na yung mag-handle ng kaso na yan. Kaya tinawag natin yan na cold case. Okay, the case at hand or has not been cleared or solved, yielded a negative result or progress for 6 months. Okay, that is cold case. Then we have the case cleared. Okay, sa case cleared naman class, matatawag natin na case cleared kapag at least one of the offender has been identified. Okay, ibig sabihin, 4 sila, kahit isa lang yung identified, tatawagin na yan or pwede na yung i-declared as case cleared. Okay, so one of the offender has been identified and there is a sufficient evidence to charge him before the prosecutor's office or court of appropriate jurisdiction. So that's why it is considered now as case cleared. Nakuha ninyo? Ang case solved, ibig sabihin, nakuha na yung custody, na-file na siya ng appropriate charge or so on. Kaya class, huwag kayong magtaka ha. Yung iba kasi 'di ba, pag sinabi na lang case cleared, bakit case cleared agad? Hindi pa nga hindi pa nga nakita or hindi pa nga nabigyan ng verdict or judgment. Okay, that is wrong class. Okay? Ang case cleared, that is only for the purposes of examination. Hindi naman ibig sabihin na na-solve na agad ang kaso. Case cleared, ibig sabihin kahit isa, okay, isa sa mga offender ang na-identify, okay na yan. Pwede na yang tawagin or pwede na yang itag as case cleared. Why ang case solved, ibig sabihin, na-identify na ang mga offender at nakuha na yung custody sa tao na yon, then of course there is an appropriate judgment or appropriate cases na filed against the person or the offender. Then of course the cold case naman, the case at hand has not been cleared for more than 6 months. Ibig sabihin walang development, walang progress, so that's why it is considered or tinatawag natin yan na cold case. Nakuha ninyo? Okay, cold case ang tawag natin dyan. Nakuha ba class? So again, ang case solved, cold case, and case cleared, that is only for the purposes of investigation. Okay, so wag niyo isali yung yung sa legality kasi iba naman yung usapan pagdating sa legality. Nakuha ba? Nakuha ninyo?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, good. Okay, next. Next tayo. Next slide, please. Bakit may please? Okay, next. Okay, class, so we have the Law Enforcement and Armed Forces Uniform Service of the Philippines. So ito yung mga Armed Forces or Uniform Services natin. So una, we have the OP or the Office of the President class. Ang Office of the President, dyan na belong si PDEA or the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agent or Administration natin or PDEA. Alam niyo naman, ang PDEA is the implementing arm of the Dangerous Drug Board. So under the 9165, right? Then of course, we have the PSG or the Presidential Security Group or yung tinatawag natin na PSG. That is the PDEA and the PSG. We have the DND or the Department of the National Defense class. Nandyan, of course, ang pinaka-mother agency nila, we have the AFP or the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Then nabilong sa Armed Forces of the Philippines, nandyan si Philippine Air Force, si Philippine Army, si Philippine Navy, and of course si Philippine Marine Corps. Okay, so ulitin natin, sa DND, nandyan, of course, ang mother niya, the Armed Forces of the Philippines, the Philippine Air Force, Philippine Army, Philippine Navy, and of course, the Philippine Maritime Corps or Marine. Then we have the DOTC, nandyan naman si what we call si Philippine Coast Guard or the PCG. Then we have the DILG or the Department of Interior and Local Government. Of course, nandyan na belong si BJMP. Okay, nabilong si PNP and of course si Bureau of Fire Protection, yung tinatawag natin na Tri-Bureau on the Tri-Bureau under Republic Act 6975. Then we have the Department of Justice or the DOJ. Of course, ang DOJ, dyan na belong si NBI and of course the Bureau of Correction as well as yung Public Attorney's Office and so on. Ulitin natin. Okay, so in the Law Enforcement and Armed Uniform Service of the Philippines, of course, we have the Office of the President, nandyan si PIDEA class, sa Philippines Presidential Security Group. Sa CDND naman, we have the Armed Forces of the Philippines, so Philippine Armed Forces, of course, di ba? Philippine Air Force, Philippine Army, Philippine Navy, and of course, the Philippine Marine Corps. Then we have the OTC, nandyan si Philippine Coast Guard, si DILG naman, si BJMP, PNP, and the Bureau of Fire Protection. And DOJ, nandiyan naman si NBI and Bureau of Correction. Okay, so yan yung mga law enforcement and armed uniform services in the Philippines. Okay, so ayan, natapos na natin class yung LEA 1 natin. So bukas, mag-start na tayo sa Introduction to Industrial Security Concept. Masyadong marami kasi class ang Industrial Security Concept bukas okay, so bukas na tayo mag-Industrial Security Concept. Then dapat present lahat, then dapat still pa rin na mag-participate kayo kasi maganda yung discussion natin, may mga question and answer. Then after that, discussion. So bukas Introduction to Industrial Security Concept. Babanatan natin class sa Industrial Security Concept. Kasi alam na alam ko sa board exam, palaging sa board exam class, ang daming tanong sa industrial security. Kasi ang gumagawa ng tanong sa LEA is si Corpus, si Sir Corpus. So alam natin na CSPN siya, 'di ba, sa security. So ayan. So bukas mag-start tayo ulit class. So thank you for joining our discussion this morning. So matapos na actually natin this